A secret you would take to your grave.
I lied and got my sister's boyfriend killed. My sister and I were so close growing up. She's 4 years older than me and still she liked hanging out with me. We shared secrets and clothes. She was my best friend. Until she met Kyle. I thought she would get over her crush on him eventually. But they started dating. Kyle wasn't bad. He was actually nice to me. And my sister was so head over heels in love with him. But I also liked him. A lot. My sister also had less time for me. And therein lay the problem. I was jealous of my sister and of Kyle. And as a 14-year-old, I didn't know how to process my feelings. They were both seniors in high school. Different schools, but they would be going to the same local college next year. They were excited to start their college life together. And I would be left all alone. I was about to go home after going out with friends when I saw Kyle in a fast food with a girl. And at that moment an idea came to my head. It was the worst idea I had ever thought of, but I didn't care. I just thought I would tell my sister that her boyfriend was dating another girl. I must tell my sister. I was just being a girl's girl by telling her, right? My loyalty should still be hers. She should know what her boyfriend was doing behind her back. That's what I kept telling myself as I told my sister later on. Phone cameras weren't a thing then, so she just had to accept my word for it. She didn't want to believe me first, but I knew how to sound convincing by making it seem I was giving him the benefit of the doubt and I was perhaps just mistaken. I was in my room when I heard her crying on the phone. I knew without hearing what Kyle was saying that they were talking things through. That's their thing. They never raised their voices at each other. They just talked and talked when they were upset. But my sister was crying and I knew Kyle was just trying his hardest to convince her that he loved her. I hated seeing my sister cry. Right then I felt awful about telling her about what I saw. But I told myself it was the right thing to do. That I was doing her a favor. But the thing was I knew the girl. She was his friend. And they weren't alone. They were with another guy. If I was being honest, they didn't look like they were on a date or something. They were just being a happy trio. I knew all that. And I deliberately left out the other guy. I knew what I did. I knew how it would look like when I told my sister the story the way I did. I knew she would believe me because I was her best friend and I would never lie to her. But I just did. And I regretted it the moment I heard my sister cry. But I toughened up because I was being irrational with what I wanted to happen. I wanted my sister back, but I also wanted Kyle for myself. I kept telling myself that if they split because of that little misunderstanding, then their love wasn't really that strong to begin with. And with that comforting thought, I slept through the night. I woke up to my sister rushing out of the house and driving away. I didn't know what was going on. My mother just said that my sister had to see Kyle in the hospital. I found out later that Kyle was supposed to go to a local band show with the friends I saw him with but decided to bail out on them when my sister got upset over my lie. As he was riding with his friends to the event, he didn't have a ride back so he just took the bus to see my sister. Unfortunately, a drunk driver collided into the bus he in. A few got scrapes from the accident, but Kyle was the only one in a bad shape. He was sitting on the side where the other vehicle crashed into. My sister didn't even get to say goodbye. He passed shortly before my sister arrived in the hospital. That was 20 years ago. I don't think my sister fully healed from Kyle's passing. I thought she would and get married someday. She hasn't yet. She has dated some but nothing serious, as far as I know. She blamed herself for not trusting him enough and for getting upset over what she now believes as nothing. She never went to the college that she and Kyle were supposed to go to. She instead looked for a job and took night classes in another school. It took her years more than she would have if she went through her original plan, but she did it. To this day, and I hope it would never come, she never found out what I did. She never even considered that her little sister, the sister that she loved so much, would deliberately lie to her. Every day I'm racked with guilt. I was selfish and irrational. My little lie caused someone's life and derailed my sister's. And to this day I'm still as selfish as ever. I moved to another state, avoiding seeing her as much as possible. Whenever I see her, I get reminded of what I did. And she never suspected a thing. She still loves me and tells me she misses me so much, confused on why I don't see her as often as I should. I effectively abandoned her and she doesn't understand why. I don't deserve her. I don't deserve my life now.
If you liked the story, please give it a thumbs up. Share the video and subscribe for more. Click the bell icon so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you very much.